You can support this show on patreon.com/Wandering the Isles. That's patreon.com/Wandering the Isles. How do you feel about this, though? The necklace, is that like...
Oh, I can take it off. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, of course.
Because it'll make like a noise.
It's only the Infinity Stone from...
Is it going to kill you
Doctor
or something?
Strange.
Oh. I don't want to fuck up your crystal game or something.
No, I can... The real crystal is within. That's what I'm told.
Welcome to Wandering the Isles. I'm Andy Farnsworth. These are impulse buys with commentary from Earth's most interesting regular people, happenings out in the world, spontaneous conversational films. Just a quick note up top. If you want to donate to the fundraiser, still going on. I keep extending the date of it. But the fundraiser is at the Wandering the Isles Facebook page. And you just click on the fundraiser. There's a bunch of shopping carts. It's a cool image, I think. I will mention it was my birthday. So if you want to throw a late gift at the show, by all means, love to have it. Money goes to equipment, streaming services, hard drives, software, shit like that. Wireless gear. I got to buy a new wireless mic. So it does keep this thing rolling. Not to guilt you or anything. Boy, guilt and disappointment, they work, don't they? There's people, if someone says they're disappointed in me, ooh. What if I did that to you? Look, I'm really disappointed that you didn't donate. You know who you are. I'm really disappointed. I thought, see, I can't even do it. I'd feel guilty guilting you. You don't need that. It's abuse. It's gotta be, I would rather be punched in the face randomly by a kid with untreated ADD at a grocery store. Just beat the shit out of me for no reason. Because that's scary, because I can't hit him back. It's a kid. There's no way you're winning that one. But I would rather have that happen. Like he got out of his little Fisher-Price front of the car thing that they have at some stores. I wonder if you can still get in those now. With the whole thing. The whole germ thing. Nice little idyllic scene here. Looking out at the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. There's some guys practicing soccer. Some soccer ball. Good memories. The Gumball Gang. That was the first soccer team I was on. The Gumball Gang. We had reversible jerseys. Blue and yellow. And I liked the gear more than the sport. I remember getting up before sunrise just to put on my shin guards, Umbro shorts, cleats. That's a good memory. It's coming back to me. Wow. It's a weird feeling, that of new cleats on the kitchen linoleum before anyone's up. Too much energy. Nothing to do. I was excited. I was excited about soccer. Man, it's gorgeous. There's a storm blowing over the highlands. There's sprinklers going. The big ones. The big industrial kind of large schoolyard sprinklers. Looks like a softball field. And I say looks like because it's not readily apparent. It's got the fencing, but the dirt situation is not familiar to me. The way that's set up. Haley Driscoll is my traveling companion today. Not much I really want to say about her that I wouldn't prefer for you to just figure out on your own. I didn't know Haley at all, so we were total strangers to one another. That's usually what not knowing other people at all means. So this one was just totally getting to know somebody cold. I mean, there's basic stuff. She's a comedian, but even that, I don't even know where to go with that because she's not just like a straight stand-up. She does music. She comes from an improv background, but that's not what this show is about. This show is just going out into the world and having a moment with somebody. And we had a few. Haley Driscoll and I. She said at the beginning she was stoned throughout our whole afternoon together. I was pretty impressed because I would have just curled up into a ball and I would have canceled on me. That's how I operated. Not because I couldn't have pulled it off, just because the energies that come at you when you're high, it's impossible for me not to talk about that all the time if I'm with somebody who's not. I must have seemed, I wonder what it seemed like to be with me. I wonder what it's like to be around me stoned. I mean, I wondered what it was like when I was stoned to be around me. I would always pull up my cheekbones and ask people if they could see, were my cheekbones sticking out? Somebody's launching fireworks. I'm gonna guess 12-year-olds who got a hold of a Roman candle. Still going though, so maybe more than one.
I feel like I did put something in my mouth, but maybe not.
Just some random shit.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, what if that's your disorder? Is like you eat dirt first thing in the morning, like compulsively
Yes.
from your plant or whatever?
Anything that's closest, I eat it. I have been thinking about that episode of My Strange Addiction where the gal licks her cat.
I haven't seen that. This is gonna be hard because I'm smiling. So just know, like, my default right now is smiling.
Sure, no, it's hard. I don't think I can wear glasses and talk with them.
Is that yeah? I mean, we'll figure it out. I'm really trying hard to not ask broad questions in my life with people.
Sure.
Like, how are you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, do you get hung up on how are you?
Yeah, I especially don't like what's up. But I get that it's a nice, like, just acknowledgement.
It's just hi.
It is hi, yeah.
I know. I still have I guess maybe it might be a comic thing.
Yeah. That they ask, how are you?
Well, right, but also, like, you don't know how to sum it up real quickly.
Oh, you sure? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you need today? Do you need anything grocery-wise?
I can do groceries, yeah, for sure. I need some burritos.
It'll just be hot in here for a second, huh?
No, all good. Yeah, my body temperature is usually pretty hot. It's only a problem when it gets, like, spiked really fast. And then I throw up. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, no, that's fine. I mean, that's I have insurance. I used to drive for Lyft, and it was like, if you threw up in someone's car, it was like a $300 charge. Or, I mean, if they threw up in your car.
Yeah. No, I did that recently, and it was the last time I've taken a Lyft, and I felt awful because it was on my way to a show. I wasn't even fucking fucked up yet. It was on the way to the drunk, high, or sober show, and I literally had like one drink, and then I'm like, I'm gonna take a Lyft to the show, and but it was snowing outside, and I was wearing a coat, and he had the heat up all the way, and I was, doing my bits on him.
You were working out your shit on the Lyft driver?
And doing bits, and everything was fine until my body was like, we're not okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, and we were on the highway, and I was like, can you, like, slow down, or can I roll down the windows? And he's like, yeah, I'm so sorry, is it my driving? And I was like, no. This is before masks, thank God.
Yeah.
I could have drowned myself.
Wait, so you wouldn't take the mask off to throw up? That's where you're at?
I did not have the mask at the time.
And I'm just saying, like, policy-wise.
Oh, yeah, I would have died.
You wouldn't have taken it off to throw up?
I wouldn't have thought about it.
Oh, my God.
He would have had a dead
He would have had a drowning in her own vomit. 4 stars, though. She was a good conversation.
Right, yeah, her bits were okay.
Was that literally your last?
Yes, I felt awful, and I tipped him like the max. I don't know what that means. I bet
like a solid $5, like
No. He added, like...
Right. Don't think anything about it. Like, I don't usually do this, but...
He didn't charge me, though, for the $300.
Whoa, that's good, man. Yeah.
I mean, I was crying the rest of the way to the show. That's probably why.
So is that pretty much your pre-show ritual?
Yeah, that's what I like. How an artist prepares.
Do you get, I mean, I've been doing stand-up for 10 years and I'm never okay with, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. It's psychologically and physically upsetting.
I know. Like, I've heard people say, like, it's getting in a rocket ship. Like, you got to get yourself all amped up or whatever.
Yeah.
But
For some.
Right.
Yeah. I had the privilege of doing, like, 8 years of really, really supportive improv.
Really?
Yeah. Where, like, people are like, you're so funny!
Yeah.
Ah, we love you! And then I did stand-up, and I was like, nobody cares about me.
Yeah.
So I have this, like, disproportionate background of, like, love and support and collaboration and this disparity of, like, fend for yourself.
Right, I wonder, I mean, that's like going from like being a foster kid and going from like a really loving home to like terrible, abusive parents.
Yeah, like James and the Giant Peach.
I don't remember that book, but I remember Roald Dahl. So are you Brit? Or whatever?
No,
Sorry.
I wish.
I'm sorry that you get this all the time, but I mean, you said you Roald Dahl, so I'm like, all right.
Roald Dahl.
Roald?
I think I should be British. I am the Benedict Cumberbatch of Denver comedy. But unfortunately, I was born in Anaheim, California.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's Disneyland.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, I don't have to dig into your...
You're right, though. It is Disneyland. It wasn't in Disneyland, but it was amidst.
Yeah. It did not even occur to me that Haley was not British. I just kind of went with it. In fact, my first thought was, oh, this is cool. I think this is my first British person on Wandering the Isles. It felt like an endorsement of sorts. I've had most other walks of life on this show, if you go back through the history of the show. But mostly white people, let's be honest. I just didn't know she was not British. And I felt a little gullible looking back, because she did go in and out of it, but I just assumed that she was trying to suppress her accent. So, yeah, I just assumed she was a British person trying to put on an American accent. Yeah, she's fucking nuts, and I love it. Do I end with she's fucking nuts and I love it? I don't think I want to say that. This is what happens when you haven't been performing for a while. You just get loose. And my talking muscles are a little bit flabby. I am talking, but the ability to just say something and get behind it is, it's waning. Man, I wonder if I'm too tired to fucking do this. I might be. I should maybe just accept that this isn't going to happen. I should just say a prayer. That would be, I don't know if I feel comfortable. I do pray. Do you? I don't know what it's to. It sometimes reverts back to the God of my youth. But I hope I need I need to aim differently, I think. Because that one is just someone who frowns at me for masturbating and kills people every time I masturbate. Maybe not a real thing. Maybe just a little bit of my own shit going on there. You know what I'm actually excited about, though, is I have 4 AA batteries that I'm not sure what their status is. And I'm running the battery out on my recorder right now. And I'm really looking forward to running the batteries out, and then trying out these suspicious AA's. Remember how they told you not to mix Duracell and Energizer? That was some bullshit, right? It's going to be all Duracell or all Energizer. They're probably owned by the same. They're probably owned by Putin. I get excited about finishing shampoo bottles. It seems like there's just like a tablespoon left of shampoo, and that lasts for like 5 weeks for some reason. It's like loaves and the fishes shit. That's a Jesus reference. If you don't know, if you're not familiar, you can't finish it. Well, I don't know. And I can't bring myself to throw it out early. And I'm not a spendthrift. Man, you get older and words start coming out that must have been just gestating, and now you're using them. I have never used the word spendthrift before, but it's out now. And evidently, it's in Andy's vernacular. Boy, I'm glad that freewheeling Volkswagen Jetta Donut Spanish soccer player guys are, I'm glad they're not here, but I'm a little scared they're gonna show up again.
But no, I'm not British. I talk like I am sometimes.
Just for the yeah?
Just because my parents never noticed.
That is amazing.
I don't know.
You're doing great, because I wouldn't have guessed. It's pretty solid.
I actually went out of it for a bit.
Yeah.
I started hard, and then I went back to my car, and I'm like, is the bit worth it? And then I stopped, and then you brought it back up again.
I'm so sorry. I always go straight to, like, yeah.
No, it's all right.
That's fucking amazing. I'm impressed, man.
Thank you.
I know I have a friend who did a story. It was on This American Life about how he spoke in a British accent an entire year.
A year?
A year.
Wow, that's good.
As a kid.
That's impressive.
And he also told everyone, like, he went to school, to college, and everyone had these kind of cool hippie type, like, parents.
Yeah.
And he felt like he didn't fit in, so he told everyone he's a vegetarian. And he kept, you know, like at night he'd go out and eat hamburgers and stuff.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I know that some people, like, hate it.
What?
Like, when someone puts on a fake accent.
No, we're actors. We're in show business, so you're preparing
The world
for a role.
is a stage.
I went to the wrong.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we do, man. It's method. Look at the line for this burrito place.
Damn.
It used to be a bank. Burrito Express.
Damn, they poppin'. Good for them, I guess. Damn. Drive-through. Can you imagine if Chipotle had drive-through? We'd all be dead by now.
I just went yesterday.
Oh.
I hadn't been in a while.
It's my strange addiction. It's Chipotle.
What's your order?
It's abusive, I figured out recently, which makes me not go there as much. But it's a steak with both of the hottest types of salsas.
What are you, from Scandinavia? I mean, their hot sauce is like so tame.
I know. What?
I think so.
Not for my butthole.
Yeah.
Not since I turned 30.
Oh man, don't even get me started.
I'm falling apart.
I think you get kind of a high from spice, you know?
No, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you do, right? The
Yeah.
capsaicin or whatever.
Yeah, I think about it a lot.
I have this problem of, that's not a problem, I need to just own it, but I mean, to park as far as possible from, I'm like a very introverted parker.
Sure.
You know, I don't want anybody around.
Yeah, stay away. That's smart.
The Geek Squad is here. We should just maybe do a little color commentary of the natural grocers, which I said we were going to Sprouts, but...
Same thing, you know.
They all look alike to you?
Yeah, all natural groceries.
Please leave your carts outside.
R.I.P., man.
Before we go in to natural grocers. Uh-oh, what's happening?
Hello, welcome. How are you guys
Hi,
today?
good. How are you?
Carts and baskets are clean for you. Can you button?
Okay, thank you so
let's
much.
do a cart because
Yeah,
that'll be... Oh, look, watermelons.
cool.
All right, what do we need here? Are you vegan? Did we talk about this?
Am I vegan?
Yeah.
I wish. I like that people think I am, but no. I eat steak at Chipotle
Oh, that's right. See,
to torture myself. No, it's okay. No, I'm glad despite the facts that I look like I care.
we're going too fast. The speed is too, we're strolling too fast.
Yeah, we are. We gotta slow down. That's why I needed the time stone that I was wearing around my neck.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
What is it? I love science fiction, but I didn't watch
Looks good.
Doctor Strange.
You didn't? Wow. It's one of the lesser known Marvel movies. That looks good. I did smoke recreational pot before I came here without eating food. You pointed out.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This is we should have done a piss test
It's a
before.
Do you ever get anything you need?
Yes.
Yes.
And I did lie that I said it's all on me. I mean, sometimes. I mean, I was like, I shouldn't have said that.
No, I want to Venmo you.
Okay. Yeah. So get whatever. Yeah. It's on me.
Yeah.
And you pay me back.
Yeah, on your card, literally.
Well, no, I mean, I do sometimes. I don't know.
No, thank you.
So this is...
I felt so stupid because I remembered to smoke pot, you know,
But not your... Well, no, I mean, that makes sense.
my ID or my...
Do you...
Do you need vitamins?
No, but this is what happens to me. It's a little bit of a trap because I don't, but then I get here and I'm like, oh, I could use warm milk, children's chewable sleep support.
You could.
I could see a world. Ojibwa tea. Do you know a lot about
Ojibwa
this stuff? Not the tea, but vitamins and shit?
No. I want to believe in them, but sometimes they just feel like CBD.
Yeah, I take CBD, man. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
At night, it really helps me.
I am curious about maybe a memory thing, because my memory is obviously really bad. With the wallet thing and everything. Or maybe just my priorities are bad, man.
I mean, all the best people forget shit. They say that. I saw an article about it.
I believe that. Are we still in a vitamin section?
Yeah, this is natural grocers. It's all technically vitamins.
It's the vitamin cottage.
Everything.
They're all the same, man.
Taurine, I'm a Taurus, so this is...
I was just going to ask.
It's actually, I give it to other people.
To make them a Taurus?
To make us... When is your birthday?
November 30th.
Okay.
I'm a Sag.
Sad. What does that mean then?
I'm the Captain Kirk of the Zodiac.
Really? You sleep with people from other planets?
Yeah. I kissed the first black woman on television.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was happy to do it.
I love Star Trek. I was a...
Me too, actually. I grew up on the OG EPs.
Yep, me too.
I might get some kombucha.
Yes, I think I will too, actually.
Yeah? That's a solid thing to get at the vitamin cottage.
That's like asking where the bread is at a regular store. Where's the kombucha? They're like, Jesus.
Oh my god, this guy. This is weird looking. The Poort root.
I'm not gonna eat that. That marketing didn't make it. Turkey tail, reishi. It's a savory kombucha, which does not appeal to me. My favorite is the cayenne.
Ooh.
Have you had the cayenne one? Oh yes, I have it.
I have never had the cayenne one. Are you getting the last one?
Yeah, do you want?
No.
Okay.
I know what I want.
It was gonna break my heart if you did want it.
And you will buy it for me. I like the ginger lemon one.
I'm a fan. Okay. Did you need other stuff? Are we
Man.
Because
I'm wondering
we should move on to somewhere else. Because it's just like we're walking in a tiny little, it's like being in a bodega.
We're going back to the vitamins. Okay. No, I'll get a cold brew.
Okay. Oh, are you closed? Okay. Can I put this on here? Okay.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing? All right. Are we good, Haley?
Yep.
Do you?
Receipt for you?
That's okay. No. You too. You too.
Thank you.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.
There's a line of unsanitized
Yeah.
carts.
Oh man.
Attention, these carts have not yet been cleaned.
Times are changing.
I know, there's just little markers all the time where you're...
We're told not to do things.
Yeah. That lady, she was the greeter. She's the,
Oh yeah, she was our
She
cashier.
did her. Now she's out getting the cards.
She can do it all.
I'm really impressed that you stay committed to a British accent.
Thank you. I feel like I didn't totally.
No,
but
you
thank
did, and of course I probed at it. Like I did. See, I'm not a good
glad
improv.
you
Like
did.
I don't. Yes, and I'm like yes, maybe.
Why? Yeah. I love that. That's
Yes, maybe.
Yes, maybe is a great way to play, I think.
Well, yeah, improv is supposed to be play, and I mean stand up. I guess it is too, but it's. I mean, yeah. Did you when you first started actual stand up? Were you like trying to throw an imaginary ball to the audience?
Oh.
Stuff like that.
I did
Give me a
some
keyword.
improv-y bits.
Yeah.
But then I learned that people don't like that as much as...
Yeah. They feel safer when there's a team, it seems like.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been super manically chatty.
No, I love it.
We don't know each other, so I often...
I think it's great.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it is a podcast. You're supposed to talk, but sometimes I need to just, breathe and be present for a second.
No, all good. It's important to breathe in.
Yeah, right? I mean, how is it that I'll go hours and not be breathing? It's like, which part of your body is like, he doesn't need to breathe.
You'll figure it
How's
out.
that not the number one reminder? Why do I have to remember deep breathing? That should be its job, like heartbeat.
Yeah, the one thing.
I don't need to regulate my breath. I would like, that to be an automated task. Can I have coffee or whatever?
Oh
it
yeah,
is?
the Hanuman. Tastes just like him.
Devotion.
Yeah.
It tastes just like the monkey on the... It's a super centered monkey milk.
Right?
Oh, there's stuff in the bottom. Did you shake yours up?
I did shake it up.
So you're an old
should have
pro
told you.
at Hanuman.
I should have not assumed it would be obvious. Whereas this, you shouldn't shake up because there's bubblies.
I know, I learn that lesson all the time. The trilogy kind especially is super. See, I just bailed on a thought. I do this all the time. Super, I didn't finish the sentence. And I do it in stand-up sometimes too, and I don't give them any clue about changing subjects.
Sure. You're like, I'm done.
And it's like, they didn't think that was funny, but a lot of times it's just, dude, you just transitioned from, your ex to the bit about a space heater. And you didn't give us any kind of, transitional material.
Sure. When I was on Adderall, I tasked myself to literally write out my sets. And it was like
It's Adderall.
some weird torture, ego torture. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I couldn't remember where the funny part was.
Yeah.
I was like, what the It was when I moved to LA, and I was like, I'm never gonna get on stage again. And I'm like, I gotta write it all down.
Did you have I had agoraphobia when I lived in LA, and I never had it in my life.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if it was just because I was moving there and I was doing stand-up, which is obviously nerve-wracking.
Totally.
But I was in Koreatown, and I remember calling my old therapist and being like, I can't leave the house.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the last song I wrote before quarantine was called Agoraphobia. I totally get it. The last 2 years in LA, I barely left the house except to go to work and to do a 15-minute grocery run.
So you were you were quarantining. Agoraphobia is just preemptive quarantining.
Yeah.
You're just ready.
It's your mind's quarantine. Quarantine of the mind. That sounds like a Star Trek episode.
It does. That's totally a Star Trek episode. It has to be.
There's something that sounds remarkably like that one.
Yeah.
Something of the mind. Mind meld.
Yeah. I liked the earlier ones because they were digging into a philosophical premise. I feel like they were Whereas now it's like more emphasis on the visual.
No, definitely. With the show or the movies?
The original show, I felt like I was a philosophy major, so I always felt like they're working out this thing or that thing.
Right.
Gene Roddenberry's.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
He was exploring a lot of like ancient Greek stuff.
Totally.
too.
Yeah. It was kind of sad that the first interracial kiss was like a forced one.
It was?
Yeah.
He forced Uhuru?
Yeah. No, a Greek god forced both of them. I was like so looking forward to the first. Because even Martin Luther King was like, went to the actress lady and he's like, you cannot quit. You are an inspiration. And like, thank God she didn't quit because she was like one of the first black role model like actresses on TV. But she was almost fed up with it.
So she got some blowback or something?
She just didn't. I think she just wanted like a bigger role or something, or like some significance. And Martin Luther King's like, wait for it. It's more significant than that.
No, I mean, I want to dig more into that because I didn't. That's really interesting. Right. I did not know that.
I know. I remember being like, kind of, let down.
Yeah.
I thought he would have, treated her like every other.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're right. Like he's usually the initiator,
right? Like he'd make out with a green woman before, but maybe that's because he respected her so much.
Maybe he was intimidated. You know?
Right, Uhura.
Sometimes I think people mistake aloofness. But sometimes it's because you're really into that person, or scared, intimidated by their charisma.
Totally, yeah.
I like to think that's the case with other people.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not talking because I'm too beautiful. Yeah. They can't stare into the sun.
I don't blame them. I can barely look at myself.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious. I wish I could be that, like, delusional sometimes. It feels nice. I feel like it is like a reframe, like a thought reframe.
Yeah.
Which is technically not a delusion.
Yeah.
It could be a reality.
But isn't that interesting? Like, my brain does not believe that optimistic things they're not valid.
Right.
So if funny. I coach myself... Right. Well, look at that alternative universe where you're doing, like, where you're happy and beautiful and people like you. That's hilarious.
Yeah, nothing's
Why
personal.
don't you put on the pixie outfit? That's my brain.
See how long that lasts.
It's getting better. I'm getting better at talking to myself like I would want to be talked to by a person.
I have too, actually. It is definitely a practice because that self or the critical voice is so deeply ingrained a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm talking about it with my therapist, like he'll be like, okay, so what you're saying is, you're going back to your automatic negative thought of I'm a piece of shit, I'm not worth love, and I'm like, I mean, I don't say it like that.
Right. Fuck you. You're saying I fucked up again? Yeah.
Yeah. No. He's like, what you gotta do is just take a step back and be like, this is what's happening.
Is it CBT type therapy?
Yeah, he does a lot of cognitive behavioral, which sometimes works, and sometimes when you're in it, it's like, this is ridiculous. Like, of course, the thought's not real, but I still feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah. I know, there's a bodily sensation with thoughts, so it's not...
Right.
I can rectify it intellectually, but then my body's still going.
Yeah, that's the hard part where you do need to be nice to yourself and be like, okay, I'll give you another week to like be mopey or
I like that, a week.
Right?
You can have a week of being mopey.
Yeah.
Because I like that, because then the overachiever in me be like, no, we're doing it today.
Right.
We're gonna talk positively today.
Life is better with country music.
I know, we just pulled up. You want to narrate this?
To this Dodge heavy duty. Is it a Ram?
It says, yeah, it's evidently.
It's a cowboy praying to cross with his horse next to him.
Getting off the horse. Not praying on the horse.
No.
I'm going to take a second to get off here.
That's huge. It's a really big sticker.
That's a huge sticker. And then life is better with country music.
Life better with country music. Yeah, he's doing fine. I do get kind of scared driving around with my keep abortion legal sticker when I see like other like really much bigger
Yeah.
stickers.
The stickers, it's true.
Like, how legal do I really want abortion to be? Maybe I need a bigger sticker.
It's like the more reasonable the belief, the more reasonable the sticker size.
Right.
The graphic design.
There's some type of correlation. The worst one I saw was like, it was some fucking fat phobic. It was like,
No fat chicks?
yeah, no fatties. Like, this right with fatties. Like, what the fuck?
Well, it's like, what? Yeah, look at you.
Doesn't fuck. Don't fuck. I don't fuck.
As if somebody's gonna see that who's fat and be like, oh, man, I guess that sucks. I guess I'm out of the running. That just breaks my heart.
God dang it! I wanted to fuck that little skinny guy. Oh well.
I've had periods of fat, and I mean, so
No, I have to.
I'm all
actually.
over.
I have to.
I'm putting it on right now. I've got about 10 pounds of indoor stress weight.
I think a lot of us are, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't feel better.
Yeah, I know, yeah. That doesn't feel like a community experience.
Fat is very, it's very
isolating.
individual.
Yeah,
My pants don't fit.
right.
I'm part of a pants not fitting community.
No. It's a financial strain. It's a strain on your pants.
It is a financial strain. The soccer guys are squealing off in their Volkswagen. They stopped and looked at me. This happens a lot when I'm recording. Douchebags in cars watching Andy. They're getting ready to do some donuts in their dad's all-wheel drive Volkswagen. Good luck, guys, in the Passat. Yeah, leave. Oh, god damn it. They're circling around. You do look like a little bit of I do feel like a little bit of a douchebag recording my podcast in the parking lot while the soccer guys are doing donuts in their Jetta. Who's the douchebag? Not me. Maybe a little bit me. God damn it. This is pissing me off. Why does this always fucking happen? Every time I record in these parking lots, I'm getting harassed. I'm looking in the rearview mirror. See, I can't see them. They think they're just having fun. Guys, you can't do donuts in that car. It's not a doing donuts car. I think maybe the one is teaching the other how to drive. But why don't I just narrate this? washing his own windshield.
What? Is he outside his
No,
car?
he was dumping bottled water on his own windshield.
Oh.
It's pretty utilitarian, pretty brilliant.
Clever girl. No,
I just assumed it was a man. I'm sorry.
no, you're probably right. It does look like a man.
Okay, we were going to the Asian market, I guess.
Oh, we made it.
The truck is just on its own going to the Asian market. And I actually do need... This is dangerous, so I'm going to need you to keep me accountable because this place, I will buy weird shit that I won't eat
Oh, yeah.
impulsively, right?
That makes sense, yeah. Because you are like, this will change my life, maybe?
Or I'm going to be this kind of person now.
Right.
I'm going to be a...
Whole new me.
Yeah, I'm going to drink... I'm going to have these kinds of mushrooms.
Yeah, I get it. I'll try and stop you.
Oh, exchange students.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah.
You had them?
Yeah, totally.
Look at me, them.
How dare you?
I know.
Yeah, my favorite was from Japan. She was super nice. It was like in 4th grade. I do remember her asking if like we got our period.
Americans?
Just like the other girls in our class. She was like asking if we got our period. And we were like, and I think one of us had, and she's like,
yes. That's fucking awesome.
but no, it was really cool. It was really nice, and
Were you guys were buddies?
yeah.
You bonded?
Yeah. And I never had anyone stay at our place, though. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, well, ours were brief.
Okay.
They weren't like permanent. Walter, German guy who ate really slow.
Huh. There's
yeah.
mochi there.
Do you like mochi? I kind of do.
I do.
But this is too much. This is like the Costco of mochi. Oh, wait. That looks good.
The purple.
What's taro flavor? I'm gonna get some mochi.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mochi too.
What's your favorite artificial flavor?
Oh man, I like them all. I like root beer flavor.
Really?
Yeah.
That is new.
Really?
Yeah, I have never heard that one.
Really?
This is $1.99.
Oh, there's
so-
less.
Yeah, but only... See, I wonder if people don't like this one now. That's what I'm worried about. Well, it's the inside's always the same, right?
The inside that counts.
Isn't that a beautiful metaphor about racism? How are we talking? How did we end up on racism?
It's
so much?
my fault, right?
Ugh, look at that.
Damn.
These are these rice noodles, and
This is like a big noodle, though?
we'll do this and then we'll head back.
Oh, perfect.
I feel like we've been so clever for so long that we're gonna
Just hit a wall. Fish snack?
hide. This is so big and weird that I really do want to buy it. Oh my god, it's $37.
There's a smaller one.
I'm a big fan of candy,
Of what?
of Asian candy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think we hit it. I think we hit the jackpot. Right as you said candy, it manifested.
Do you believe there's something going on with that stuff.
Metaphysics.
It happens
Absolutely.
all the fucking time. I'll think of someone and I'll look at my phone and it's been people I haven't talked to for months. It happens
believe
all
it.
the fucking time.
I believe it.
Okay. Oh, I used to love these
Oh, man.
growing up. They're all the same flavor, but different shapes. Again, another metaphor. All the same. That sounded dirty, though. I love this kind of mysterious gummy candy.
Oh, totally.
Ginger chews are fucking amazing. This is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I do need ginger chews. Are they?
Yeah. Because I was gonna get some too.
Yeah.
They're such a pain to unwrap though. It's my birthday today.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Really? True?
Yeah, no.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. But
I'm
I mean,
honored. I should buy all of this.
this is how. This is how I love doing this. So I don't. It's fun.
Yeah. This is amazing.
There's just so much weird.
What?
There's just so much. I mean, I feel for you being high because I want all this.
I know. It's all brightly colored. Happy birthday. What
Thank
a
you.
subtle birthday boy.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, sir. You're good. You're good. Okay. All done. Thank you. You can throw that. I got it. Yeah, thanks.
Oh my God, thank you.
Okay, it's warm.
Well, that was lovely.
Yeah, that was. Okay,
Thanks.
your job is to give
Hold
me
the stuff.
one.
Okay. One purple one.
We got purple taro flavored mochi. Okay. I don't know.
Oh no.
No, just I don't know.
IDK, man. Is it okay if I have one?
Of course, but it's also not. I think what we signed up for.
Oh shit.
It's no, but it's good.
Were you thinking of like a grapey? Or maybe
I was thinking it would just be vanilla on the inside,
oh shit.
but it's brown. Our metaphor just turned. Just went the wrong way.
You're right. Shit.
Oh my god, this is good.
Which is good. Maybe we needed the brown
Yeah.
more than we knew.
Oh my god, that's really good. I like that.
What?
Did you like it?
Yes, I did. I'm gonna try an orange one.
I want to do a British accent, but I've lost touch with that part of me.
Hey,
As a kid, I used to do accents and shit all the time.
yeah. I will do it involuntarily sometimes, which is not okay, especially if it's not a white person.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's...
Which is why I try to stick to the white. I wonder if this is like what biting into skin
Oh my god.
would feel like. Probably thicker, tougher.
I was good until you just did that.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh my god. What delicious skin.
Softy skin.
It is a textural
Phenomenal.
concern.
Yeah. This is pretty good too.
I might be full on these.
Since the skin.
They're like little silicone breast implants.
I know, yeah, right?
Little like doll titties.
Totally breast.
Creepiest thing I've ever said on the podcast.
This is how I get men canceled. I'm like, it's right? It's skin, right?
I never got picked up, so I don't think I can get canceled.
Good point.
Do you live with people? Do you have roommates? Are you...
Yes. I'm actually with my mommy and daddy right now.
Is that okay?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, it's actually much better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I was a little anxious just because of the drama, you know. That
Yeah,
can
it's
come.
parents.
But they've been really chill. I do feel kind of bad for them. Me and my sister have like totally made them mellow out because they have no control.
Yeah.
And that's just a part of the contract of being a parent.
I know. I respect people that are parents so much because
Yeah.
I've been talking about this a lot actually with people lately because I maybe I want kids or something now and I didn't.
Yeah.
But just it's scary. It terrifies me. Like it running out into the street.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to call it it.
Yeah. And then, wondering like what automatic negative thoughts I'm putting on them
Exactly.
with my neurosis.
Exactly. That's the thing, is the slow grind of neuroses that you're installing.
Yeah.
That's what does the damage.
Yep. And like how they're gonna hate you eventually.
Right. That's part of the deal. Like you didn't do it right. You gotta be something to rebel against.
Yeah, exactly. You're not cool. You're not gonna be cool. Maybe not until they're in their 30s.
What do they do?
My dad used to be an appraiser at First Bank, and now I think he's like the manager of appraisers. And my mom is an X-ray technician. Yeah. So she's in the shit. She's in the hospital, like chest X-raying.
Whoa.
Yes. But she seems pretty chill about it. She does wear a mask all day.
At home?
Not at home. Yeah, no. But all day at work. And then you don't wear a mask at home. And yeah, I don't know. She says at the beginning it was scary when there were not enough ventilators. But now she's like, just try not to put your fingers in your mouth.
That's main job as a parent. That never stops.
I know, right?
Don't put that in your mouth.
Thank God it's not killing kids, because they'd all be dead.
Right.
At least adults kind of remember.
There's a fatigue to it because you don't want to talk about it because it's everywhere, but at the same time it is like massively traumatic for the whole world to have just changed overnight.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, sorry I don't have mine on right now.
No, you don't need to. I have mine over one ear, just in case.
Right.
You get all in my face. All of a sudden.
That terrifies me, the close talking. I'm glad that there's a socially acceptable reason to tell people to back up.
Yeah, totally.
Not that it happened all the time, but
Yeah.
it really didn't happen as much. The world has there's been social distancing before this.
Right. Especially in the United States. I think Italy is a much more physically loving, expressive, and you just don't have as much space. But in America, we're like, I'll shoot you if you come on my porch.
Yeah.
Which is not bad in this situation.
Yeah. What never gets spoken, like I come from Illinois, Midwest, and I mean, it's a college town where I grew up, but there are reasonable farmers.
Yeah.
That's the thing, they never get depicted. And in fact, I would say the majority of the ones I knew were pretty pragmatic, not crazy conspiracy, you know, probably leaning Republican, but
Right.
there's historic reasons for that because they were good to farmers and stuff. But
Right,
I mean,
right.
but no.
Yeah.
I just need to remind myself that there are probably the majority of people are reasonable. And reasonable people don't talk as much. So we don't see them.
Yeah, right. There's less of a risk.
But I don't believe this. I'm saying it out loud to coach myself, but a part of me is like, dude, Andy, it's bullshit. Everyone's fucking crazy.
I know. Maybe, I don't think everyone's crazy all the time.
No.
But yeah, definitely everyone has the capacity to just lose touch with reality.
And it gets filmed now.
Yeah. The picture of the guy who's like really screaming at the cops. Did you see that picture of the guy with the beard and he's like screaming like inches away from a cop with a mask? It's when the protests started. But that guy looks so much like my therapist. Which goes to show you never know.
Man, I never told anyone this, but I saw like a guy in porn that looked like my therapist. And it fucked me up. Like I still jerked off to it. Not to get creepy. I know you don't know each other, but I mean, I've never told anyone, and that maybe makes it even creepier. But I didn't. I mean, it was more like that's not it's not in the plus side.
Yeah.
The column. I do columns before I masturbate to things. So
Sure.
I say pro and con.
Right.
I don't know if you do that. But I can
think
never
I will
bring
now.
that up. I could never. Plus, I don't
Right.
even see him anymore. So that would be
Yeah, that's better.
Hey. 28-year-old Mormon therapist who hypnotized me.
Wow. Ooh, that's even more personal for some
I mean,
reason.
I'm not Mormon, but he was a good. He was
the
a good-
hypnotizing,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, it was EMDR, so it's not really.
Oh, yeah.
Have you done that?
No, I've heard about it, though.
It was really good for me. Yeah.
Good.
Not for everybody, but.
Yeah, it is funny how, like in dreams, we can't associate other looking people to be like, look like somebody we knew.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like in a dream, it can be changing. Have you had that where you're like hanging out with one person in a dream and then it's somebody else?
Yeah, and also because it's more like I know they're one person, but the feeling is of someone else, so there's someone transposed against another person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been remembering my dreams as much lately.
Do you smoke at all?
I've been sober for 8 years, Haley.
Wow!
Yeah, I mean...
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not... And it's weird sometimes because I've been away from it
Yeah.
for a while enough that there's a part of me that wants to, I do want to connect with it. I don't have moral issues with it. I'm a fucking alcoholic. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I have no issues with weed or anything. It was never my bag because I'm
Right.
so anxious and it made me
Yeah.
more anxious.
Yeah.
But now you kids have the fucking good pot. Like they've bred it to make it do like
Yeah.
fancy shit.
That is true.
Do you
Yeah.
get anxious?
I do. Actually, I am on anti-anxiety and antidepressants, which do make it easier to smoke, more fun to smoke pot. And I think I've developed a tolerance, which is something I don't like, because it's kind
Yeah.
of a money hole. It does remind me of cigarettes to a certain point, where I'm like, oh man.
Do you smoke or I would just eat it? Why not the eating?
The eating, thing with me because I know I'm kind of an addict because I fucked up so bad with Adderall. I took way too much and then like would withdraw for a week and be like suicidal for a week basically and be like,
Yeah.
this is fine. But with edibles, I eat them all. And it's the same thing that I get the same thing with the hallucinogenics too, which is why I can't really have that many around. For some reason with pot, like I have a tiny little pipe and I can smoke one bowl.
Yeah.
And then I kind of forget about, it's not like an obsessive thing for me.
Yeah.
Whereas drinking can be,
Yeah.
and definitely like consuming like hallucinogenics or like weed.
The
I'll just do
hallucinogenics
it.
one it's like I wonder if it's because there's delayed time before it hits, so you don't
Right.
realize or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, I spent a lot of time pretty functional. I mean, until I didn't. Not functional. I don't know what the right word is, but I mean,
Sure.
it was.
Manageable, maybe.
Yeah. And then I just hit 34, and I
Yeah.
just something fucking.
Oh.
It's when I started stand up.
Oh wow, yeah.
So there's
that'll
probably
do
some
it.
kind of correlation.
Totally. It's so fucking. It's such a trip being in like a mic or even at a show and with alcohol being everywhere and it generally being encouraged.
Yeah, no, that's the whole deal. I mean, the clubs,
Yeah.
and that's what most normal people do. But I
Right.
mean, it never helped my stage fright. I couldn't get drunk enough to get past my stage fright, and if I did, I
Right.
was so hammered I couldn't edit, or
Yeah.
I thought I was great, but
Yeah.
you know that thing when someone walks off stage and you could tell they're like, man, I fucking crushed, and you're like, no, you didn't, dude. Not to be the
Yeah.
negative Nelly, but
Right.
you were terrible. Quit.
Yeah, when I started doing rapping, I was like, oh, I can't. I definitely can't.
I admire the fuck out of that.
I do mostly, I write my own raps and then I find free beats, like off of YouTube.
Yeah.
and then I lay them on top, and then I like credit them in my SoundCloud. So it has been hard since quarantine. I haven't really been. Yeah, it is more. It feels more like a performance to me, which feels safer.
Yeah.
And I think a perk about music comedy is that like I don't need to rely on the energy of the audience.
Totally.
Which sometimes does feel really weird, and I'm alienating them. But
yeah, the other side is what I do, which is autobiographical comedy about like healing.
yeah.
No, I don't do it like that, but I mean, that's a fucking emotional journey.
Yeah.
And doing that at an open mic where a bunch of like New York comics are looking at their phones is hell.
Yeah.
I saw a Hannah Gadsby special and I was like, regardless of what anybody says, they don't realize what it took to develop that fucking hour.
Totally.
Like, she had to re-traumatize herself.
Absolutely.
Is she?
I think she's she.
I don't-
Yeah, I'm pretty
It?
sure.
I gotta stop with the it. But it is the most neutral pronoun.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It. God damn it. But anyway, I mean, it's hard to do that kind of stuff anyway, and then...
No, yeah,
Do you like Mark Rebele? Do you know him?
I don't
Check
know
him out, man. I wonder what you'd think.
Mark Rebele.
He's kind of a
Is he
Facebook...
a white rapper?
Yeah, I mean, he's a white guy.
No, that's fine. It's not that much better being a white woman, turns out. Which is good.
What do you mean?
Like privilege-wise, or like who should or should not be doing a type of art.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, we're not communists. I mean, I heard an interview with. Maybe I don't know, but I mean,
I don't think so.
I'm sort of commie leaning.
Yeah.
In fact, I thought about putting on my truck the hammer and the sickle. The Russian.
Fuck yeah.
But also like a Rush, just to fuck with people, like Rush Limbaugh, and then the commie sticker, and then keep abortion legal.
Yeah.
It's a child, not a choice. Like,
That sounds great.
but no.
Yeah.
I heard an interview with like Yakov Smirnoff, and he said, I'm referencing Yakov Smirnoff, but he said that in Russia they had to apply to the state would only allow a certain amount of comedians, and they had to approve of his stuff.
Wow.
So
Damn.
one wonders if that would not be a terrible thing. No.
Yeah. There are perhaps too many wizards.
Too many wizards.
That's what they say in Doctor Strange.
Enough with all the wizards.
Get these wizards out of here, man.
Wizard open mic, like learning to be another guy with his cane bit.
The fucking cane bit guy again.
Just put a fucking puppet on top of his cane. Like, we haven't all thought of that. I think it's really brave to do musical comedy, especially, because there has been historically, like, there's already pushback against that. I mean, it's coming back the other way now.
Right. No, but it was like prop comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Some people it still is. Yeah.
There's just no hiding. You're still naked.
Right. Yeah. It's true, yeah. You can't really I guess it's harder to back out of a bit if you are doing music comedy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, I didn't want to do that one. But it's not, like, it feels just as bad as being like, I'm not going to tell the punchline. You don't like me.
I have abandoned so many jokes halfway through.
Oh, no.
Just, even before I started, I'm like, this was not the right bit. I'm not behind it. Do you guys mind if I move on?
When I was with my ex, who is a great comedian still, I noticed that I would, if I wasn't sure something was funny, I'd say it, but I wouldn't say it loud enough for really anyone to hear it.
Keep it quiet.
He was always like, what? Like, but But then I would, of course, get mad when somebody else would say it louder than me. Then they'd get the credit.
Right?
God. Our potential if we could just finish what we started.
Or just get behind it, man.
Right?
I had a band teacher who said, you know, if you make a mistake, just fucking make it loud.
Yeah. Ooh.
You know?
I like that.
Don't make your mistakes quiet.
Right.
And he might have been talking about tuba. He might have been... There's no middle ground.
Not necessarily like sexual assault or...
Okay, yeah, very good point. I meant performatively. Yeah. That's a very good... I'm going to reject this call.
Oh.
Don't they know I'm doing a podcast?
Call through the car.
Are you... did you play music? Did you play an instrument growing up?
Yeah, I actually played the flute and the piccolo.
Brave.
And you played the trombone? Is that what you said? The tuba.
I love that you think I would... I'm kind of offended. A little...
I thought that's what you
little
said.
bit hurt, but I'll get over it.
What did
I played
say?
saxophone, which is actually kind of embarrassing.
Saxophone's sexy.
I have a neighbor who remembers me going out and playing, playing under the street lamp with a fedora on when I was, dude, this hurts. It hurts me to talk about this, but I remember being so, like, moved by myself. Oh my God, it's like, I am having a bodily reaction to it. It's like, so embarrassing.
Oh man, I want a painting of that. That sounds great. That sounds like classic jazz.
I mean, the neighbors didn't say anything.
How long did it take you to come down from that?
The
Those
embarrassment?
heights.
Those heights. That's a very good... I whatever that instinct is, it's still with me, and I've been stuffing it down
Sure.
my whole
Yeah, I
life.
bet.
I feel cheesy. I feel like that's my thing, is I worry. Like, I get a lot of, like, what do you think I'm Leave It to Beaver? You think I'm fucking Wally Cleaver? Like, I'm,
sure.
I'm a wholesome... Because I'm sober now, and then, like...
Yeah.
And I was living in Salt Lake City, and then everyone assumes you're Mormon, which is like... I was like, let me show you my fucking medical records. Can I please show you so I can get a pass right now? I'm not...
Oh, man. No, that does sound like a... Part of my agoraphobia in LA was trying to be sober. Is there a horse walking around in the street right now?
Oh, my God.
What is happening? Is this Westworld?
Okay, what is happening? Can you get a picture of it?
Yeah.
With your... There's a guy on a horse at the corner of Kipling and Alameda in Lakewood, Colorado.
He's living his
We're gonna go
best life.
turn this way.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's living his life. Be on Instagram.
Gotta get a video.
He's doing circles.
Damn, he's like, yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi. Yeah.
You got him?
Yeah, I got him.
That's the most badass. Like, he had a LA.
Yeah,
You look like a cholo on a horse. That was fucking cool. I was being judgy, and then I saw him like Latino,
right?
Dude, and that was badass.
Big chain, just fucking petting his horse. It wasn't even going around in circles in this clip. He was just like, I'm riding my horse today. Damn, what if it shits though? What happens then?
Yeah, right? Good point.
But still, it's still cool. I mean, like, what's not what it seems. That's all awesome.
We went from talking about agoraphobia, and then you said, is there a horse right there? And I mean, as you said, I was asking myself the same thing.
Right.
Is that...
Sometimes that's what makes you present. It's not your breath. It's a cholo and a horse. is the closest spiritual experience I'll have today, at least.
That's good. I'm good for a week, probably. That's our show. Haley Driscoll, the one and only. You can follow Haley on Instagram at Haley Driscoll. But it's with a Z. Check her out on SoundCloud. SoundCloud.com/Judge Drizz, DRIZZ. And you're in for it. What would you call it? Kind of if Tori Amos was funny and did rap. Maybe a little bit of that in there. I am in no position to try to sum up somebody else's art form. I still have some of the mochi in my fridge. Purple, taro mochi. Something brown on the inside. I guess it's taro. So good. And I ate the ginger chews that I got in like 10 minutes. I love those things. You can never get them open though. You can open them, but they stick. You gotta open it with your teeth and then kind of grab into the chewy ginger and then kind of yank it out with your teeth. I like having to work for that candy. Thanks to everyone supporting the Patreon. It's recurring support for this show. It's patreon.com/Wandering the Aisles. Again, that's patreon.com/Wandering the Aisles. But you don't have to sign up for life. I mean, you could just do a 1-month donation, then cancel it. I'm not going to be offended. A lot of people donated to the fundraiser for this show, and I'm incredibly grateful because it's my living right now. And if you enjoy the show, I hope you will donate. The fundraiser is open for a couple more days. That's Wandering the Aisles on Facebook, the Facebook page. Wandering the Aisles, the Facebook page. Spaceballs, the flamethrower. Remember that? I guess we're just doing random association right now. Thanks as always to Aaron Campbell, Future Sequence, and Braden Hamilton for the music in the show. Aaron, the show wouldn't be what it is without you, man. Aaron's one of those people where it just goes to show no matter how good you are at something, you can still feel like you're not. I texted him the other day. I'm like, hey, man, people say a lot of good things about your music. He's like, yeah, I finally decided to take some lessons and be a pro. I was like, dude, you are a pro. You can follow us on Instagram at Wandering Aisles. That's at Wandering Aisles. You can also follow me, Andy Farnsworth, on Instagram, but my handle is at Bambi Fransworth. Like the deer, Bambi Fransworth. WanderingTheAisles.com, that's our page for all things Wandering the Aisles. Mostly I just put the episodes up there, links to Patreon, my stand-up, and my most recent album. This is my prayer to the maker of the universe. Are you with me, Lord, in this parking lot? Are you here? If you're here, how about a car full of hot Norwegian women doing donuts in their Volkswagen Jetta that they own collectively because they're fucking communists? Good night, everyone. Thanks for being with me this week. Haley and I enjoyed your company. Say hi next time. You don't have to just eavesdrop.